Buccaneers, I think, will just come out just with a strong, Tom Brady, I think, will just get him quite a few touchdowns. I think it'll be actually a much high-scoring game, too, but I got them winning by 14.
All right. So any other last-minute notes?
I was actually going to say, this was released 2 hours ago. I just found out that the St. John Paul II game between them and University Christian has been moved to a neutral site on Friday. So they will not be playing at St. John Paul, even though they are technically the home team. But they will be playing outside of Tallahassee in Gadsden County at Gadsden County High.
Wow.
So that got moved. This was released 2 hours ago.
Yeah, that reminds me, that's the reason that field probably came open is because of Rutherford having to forfeit their game against Gadsden County. Because the winners South Walton and Marianna will face Gadsden County for the Region 1 championship next week.
Some other updates, which I know I don't talk about middle school ball much, but Ribault Middle will be playing Landmark Middle in the Duval County Championship this year in football, which Ribault Middle is, I think, technically the main feeder middle school for Ribault High, while Landmark is the main feeder middle school to Sandalwood. And I think that'll be a pretty interesting game. I don't know if you know much about middle school ball in Duval, but I think this will come to be a really interesting game. And I'll go ahead and make a pick or a guess on this. I think Ribault will win by 13 over Landmark.
Okay. I don't really follow it like on a high level on it, mainly because locally, like our middle schools are never able to play the Duval ones. So I don't get any personal first-hand experience on how those matchups go.
I agree. I think they should let a lot of these teams travel outside the county. Like I know some counties, they let them travel to some others, especially the small towns. I think they should just do like the open travel like they do with high school, but just would be a lot closer. Like for example, Duval can go to Baker, Nassau, Columbia, play St. John, some of those. Like not too far trips because I think they technically do 8 games a year, a season for middle school ball, 7 or 8. I think they should do some of that as well, or allow some of those away games.
And I guess we're still waiting on finding out where the championship site's supposed to be for 4 through 8A. I keep seeing that the FCA was supposed to release it this week, but I guess we're still waiting on it.
Yeah, because they're not doing it in Daytona, I heard, or Tallahassee, I thought. Oh, wait, no, they're still doing it in Tallahassee, right, for 1 through 3A?
Yeah, 1 through 3A, but still waiting on 4 through 8A. Daytona was obviously out. I guess they haven't. I've heard people mentioning that FSU Stadium is a possibility, though no one's been able to confirm that. I've heard
that's a far trip though for those South Florida schools is my thing. So I thought Orlando would work. Just go back to Orlando for those, but I don't know.
Well, it's not that simple. At the end of the day, the city has to want it. There has to be a desire by the city to host it.
Right. But I think personally they should just go to Orlando. Either that or they would have to look into maybe some other college stadiums. Like maybe like this football stadium at Stetson where DeLand and Stetson both share Spec Martin. Maybe they can go there or maybe go to Gainesville to play the Gator Stadium, Just look at college town ideas.
That'd be a good throwback considering they used to have it at Ben Hill Griffin. I think the reason when they originally stopped using it was one of the main reasons, in addition to the fact that it didn't really produce the sales of tickets they wanted, was the fact that they moved the season back a bit.
Well, and that's my thing too. I think if they can't look at the big cities, they might as well look at college towns too, like DeLand for Stetson or Gainesville for Florida. And I mean, they're already doing the shared stadium in Tallahassee where Leon, Lincoln, and Charles and all of them play at Gene Cox. But I was thinking, why not look at the college stadiums? Just some of those schools, like some of the bigger schools, Yeah, I think Stetson or University of Florida would be a good choice for 4A through 8A in my opinion.
Honestly, I would like to see it over at Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium. That would actually, if you want to get technical, that's about halfway between Pensacola and Miami. It's about 6 hours It's about 6 hours each way.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's close, but I think it's much more closer for the Panhandles area. But my thing is, will Sean Conn and all of them allow it though? And that is technically a pro and a college stadium because that's where they host the Gator Bowl too and the Florida Georgia game. So that's also, I think, is a possibility. But I think it'd be better off at a college town like Stetson or Florida. But that's just me, though.
The one thing is that they really should consider speeding this up and deciding soon because the rate we're heading, we're still going to be waiting for a state championship a couple weeks out from the game actually happening. Because literally, no one can make any travel plans until they know where the game's going to be.
Well, that's all. I guess we will find out when the day comes. I guess we just don't know yet. But I believe we've gotten to everything we needed to talk about, despite how long it's been since the last show. So it'll be very interesting to see how the playoffs go this year, like for the rest of the way.
For sure. That's all, folks, for today with the 29th episode of 792 Sports Podcast. Be sure to check us out here as well as on Locked In Magazine, where we are now posting articles as such. Definitely check us out on every avenue. And also be sure to follow 904 Johnson Sports as well for some great content over in the Jacksonville area.
Yep, appreciate the shout out.